Howdy, folks. This is Dallas McKennon from Portland, Oregon, working with the blind folks up there, doing stories and songs and having a whole lot of fun in the golden hours. Well, I'm now in Los Angeles, and I'm doing this for the Los Angeles Radio Reading Service. You see, for all these years, I was in Hollywood here, doing shows, doing characters, all kinds of voices, and I love to do the voices. Like, for instance, any time that you ever happen to be in Disneyland, you'll be at the haunted house, you know, and they'll have a scarathon there, and you never know what kind of a voice is going to come out next. And it makes it so much fun doing these little characters, and even, as far as I'm concerned, doing some of the wonderful poetry that I have learned throughout the years, you know. Once upon the midnight dreary, whilst I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, suddenly there come a tapping, as of someone gently rapping, rap-tap-tapping on my chamber door. Quoth the raven, never more. And you know why it's so much fun to do that? Because Poe, Edgar Allan Poe, gave us so many stories, songs, and stories, that any kind of material that would wake any one of us up to what's really going on in the world. And I like to share with folks like you. In Portland, Oregon, we have a character that comes on ever so often, you know, doing the golden hours. A lot of my blind friends up there, and vision impaired, those that have problems, we share each other's work in Braille. Now, I can't read Braille. I can't even read it, let alone and pronounce it properly. The main thing is, I just enjoy working with the blind, because my great-grandfather started the School for the Blind in Oregon. Now, it's a little different than what you're doing here in Los Angeles, but I'll tell you, all the actors around here like to get together and share any kind of talents that they might happen to have. Like, I was so fortunate while I was down here for 50 years, and I was doing a storekeeper, Cincinnatus, with Bess Parker on the Daniel Boone TV series. Oh, yes. And I'll tell you, it's not only the old geezer characters that I do. It's also, remember Gumby? Gumby is just a little a clay character, you know.
But I do the voice of Gumby. Come on, Pokey, let's go.
And I also do the voice of Goliath in Davy and Goliath.
Davy
and Goliath.
So one of these days, you're going to hear some of these brand new stories that we've been telling. You see, the wonderful people, Art Clokey and Joe Clokey, up in San Luis Obispo, have been recording and designing all this material, not only for the general public, but most definitely for the blind. I want to work with the blind. I want to help the blind understand what it's like to do the things that I do. As a matter of fact, when I first got here, my friend Ed Strauss suggested that I meet Jolie, who's obviously the one in charge here. And I always greet people, blind people, by having them feel my fuzzy old beard. Well, this thing is about 4 feet long, but at the same time, it gives you an idea what kind of characters I can do. You see, now there in Walt Disney asked me to do Lady and the Tramp. Yes, sir, Sonny. Water's all over the place. Every 60 seconds, 667 centimeters of water goes down that spillway. But I'll tell you, I have enjoyed so many things that the Walt Disney Studios have given me by Walt himself. Like, for instance, the first time I ever walked into the studio, he had me go in there with a whole bunch of people who were buying products, you see. They happen to be getting into the commercial aspect of our industry. Now, I just happened to be there at the time when they started. So, in doing a commercial, you've got to have the ad agency. So he pointed to me to see the wall over there, and it was covered with all kinds of animals. And finally, he pointed to one over there, right straight ahead. You can see where it is, between all the rest of them. But there was one that looked kind of, he looked like he had a leopard skin. He looked like he had, maybe some kind of a thing around his neck. But whatever he was, to me, he was great. And you know, I couldn't believe it. The agency said that's exactly what we want. So we started out with the first Tony the Tiger. And what a thrill that was. Because I went on for 3 seasons doing that. Until finally I told Walt Disney that it was hurting my throat because I wasn't putting that growl into the right area of my throat. Grrr, like that. Instead of a with my uvula, I could get a different sound. I'll tell you, I use all them kinds of voices. Anytime you go to Disneyland, you take one of them rides, you'll hear me calling out, "All right, everybody, get on board now. We're going to go around and see all the wonderful trails we'll follow." But then later on, they'd have me doing some other kind of a character. Like if any of you ever take a ride down Thunder Mountain, you'll be shooting down the side of that thing as though you're going to land in that water, and just before you get to the end of it, I yell, "All right, everybody, hold your arms and legs in before they get ripped off." And you'll be joining me one more time out at Disneyland. Oh, I tell you, there's so many thousands of things that I enjoy doing.
And I'm very thankful that I was doing the voice of, how many of you ever heard of the Archie Comedy Hour? Come on, gang, let's win that game for Riverdale High. Oh, yes, and Mr. Weatherby, the school principal. A silly little fellow, but that's the way he talked anyway.
And you know, I've had so many fun things that I've done in life. One of which is meeting my good friend Walter Lantz of the Woody Woodpecker cartoons. Well, you see, I used to do Buzz Buzzard, the nemesis of Woody Woodpecker. But one time, just before our dear Walter Lantz passed on, I asked him, I said, "Walter, after all the years we've worked together, can you tell me how I can say thanks to you?" He says, "Del, what I want you to remember is, if you ever run across anybody who has talent and you want to help them, then you just pass it on." Now, I'm writing a bio of my life and the wonderful things I've done in Hollywood all those years. And very proud of the fact that I was given these opportunities by Walt Disney, Walter Lantz, George Pell, some of the finest actors, some of the finest entertainers, directors in this business. And the opportunity came to me to pass it on when I met a lady from Canada, a lovely lady. Her name, I'm going to have her tell you herself, but actually her name is JoyAve, Lightheart. And I want you to get acquainted with her now. She's beautiful. She has red hair. She has a lovely smile. And right now I can see that smile that you'd want to share with too. And here are some precious stories from Joy Lightheart.
Hi, everybody. It's exciting being here with this wonderful person doing so many voices and meeting Ed on the train coming down here. It's very, very exciting. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so gotta just enjoy every minute. And I've changed my name legally to JoyAve Lightheart because I was very serious, and I'm becoming more joyful and lighthearted, and getting some coaching from Dallas here too. It's a great thing. Really honored to be here. One of the things I'm doing is that it's important, vitally important for us to remember who we really are. So, to lighten up a little bit, I think we all need to remember that we're precious. Precious inside, and all life is precious. So let's sing along this song with me. You are precious, you are precious, yes you are, yes you are. You are very precious, you are very precious, yes you are, yes you are. Now remember something. Sometimes we think other people are precious, but we don't think so much of ourselves. And I forgot I was precious. I knew I was when I was a little girl, but I forgot. So it's important for us all to remember that we are precious. So I sing to myself, and you sing to yourselves, please. I am precious, I am precious, yes I am, yes I am. I am very precious, I am very precious, yes I am, yes I am.
And you know, so I like to do a little change in some of the words.
I hear you.
And you can do the same thing.
Exactly.
You make up your own words while you sing this little Frere Jacques tune.
Have fun with it. Put your own name in, put other people's name in, put your favorite things' names in, whatever you like, Mom and Dad or whoever. And I hug myself when I do that one, give myself a little tap on the shoulder, so love yourself. So let's remember, we are precious, we are precious, yes we are, yes we are. We are very precious, we are very precious, yes we are, yes we are.
And you're all very precious, every single one of you. And so glad to have an opportunity to share with you today. And you know, sometime I hope I'll be able to come back into the Los Angeles area and tell some more stories, sing some more songs, do some more voices, all those years with our wonderful friend, God bless him wherever he is, Walt Disney. Thank you, folks, for joining us. We'd love to be back in your home again one of these days. I'll never be able to thank Jolie Nason enough for inviting our friend Ed Strauss, who does all the engineering work that you're hearing right now, playing with all the keys over there and all the volume controls, and he made it possible by inviting Joy and myself to share with you today. Now, normally I would be down in Hollywood because we got a big signature thing. I got to sign all these pictures of Gumby and Daniel Boone and all the rest of it. But I tell you, when my dear friend Ed, and I say he is my dear friend now because we met him on the Amtrak coming down here, mentioned the fact that he works with the blind, and they said, that's exactly where I want to be. So I'd rather be here now, sharing with each one of you. God bless you all. Let's get acquainted later. Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
And thank you, Dallas, and thank you, Ed, and thank you, everyone, for this wonderful opportunity. God bless you all.